Konnichiwa Marina desu. So it's about day 4. I just want to show you all my dinner for today. So it looks like to be kimchi fried rice with shrimp on the side and mushroom and the little sandwiches. Kind of wish I had a drink with this, but I have some packets of tea that they gave, so it's fine. So far the days have been going pretty fast, I think. So you can see my little pot. I'm gonna put the shrimp in. But yeah, this pot is like the best invention in the world because I don't have to worry about cold food. The food does come a bit pretty cold, but it's fine if that's your preference. But I definitely prefer warm food. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to explore outside. I already have a few places in mind just in this area where I want to go. There's actually an amusement park over there that I want to go to after quarantine, so hopefully we can go. Konnichiwa minasan, Marina desu. So today's video is just me talking about my last few days of quarantine. Currently it's day 11, day 10. Yeah. I leave on Sunday and today's Wednesday, so I have a few days of my quarantine left. So I kind of just wanted to talk about like what I've learned, and hopefully these are some tips or tricks or whatever to help you for your quarantine stay in South Korea. I think my quarantine was pretty good. I did a lot of research prior.
말씀드립니다. 체크인 시 설치하신 자가진단 앱을 사용하여 매일 아침 10시까지 건강 셀프 체크하여 제출 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다. Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Please check your health conditions and submit a thoroughly application you installed on your phone. Enter plan every morning. Thank you for your cooperation. To await. 안내 말씀드립니다. 최근 휴대전화로 고통을 호소하는 어떤 현상법을 진행하겠습니다. 격리 기간 동안 다른 입소자들을 위한 배려와 협조 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다. Attention, please. Recently, there have been an increasing number of complaints about smoking in the room. This facility is a non-smoking area. Smoking is strictly prohibited during quarantine. You will be deported and fined $300 and get punishment, according to the relevant law.
Now it's October 13th, so possibly quarantine guidelines might be changing. There's been talks of quarantine and vaccination status might affect coming in November, but this is just my experience. I landed in South Korea in Incheon on October 3rd, and then pretty much same day is when I went to my quarantine hotel. So my quarantine hotel is the Ramada Hotel, which is in Yongsan. It's like right in front of Everland. So I can literally see Everland right there. It's actually really cool at night. So I definitely want to come back here to this area to go to Everland because it's apparently like one of the best or one of the, very popular amusement parks. So I definitely want to go to that. And so then when I got here, they had us do all this paperwork, pay for the quarantine hotel, and all that jazz. So when you're approaching to land in Korea, the flight attendants give you these papers, like the customs, quarantine, and declarations, all that stuff like every other country essentially has. And then you have to go through a few different lines. So obviously you got that, your passport. But at the time, I had the KETA, the Korean electronic transfer thingy. So I think that made my process a little bit easier since I kind of already was like in the system technically. And I just showed it to them, and I think I was like in line less than a couple hours because there was a lot of people that was in line there. So after I got through immigration and custom, I went to get my luggage, and then from there you go through you give them the declarations form, and then you kind of just wait in an area to go to your designated quarantine hotel. The people don't know where you'll end up, so don't ask them because they won't know, because essentially a shuttle comes like every 15 to 20 minutes that takes you to different hotels. I had a friend that went to a hotel that was like 5 minutes from the airport, from Incheon airport, and then my hotel, this hotel, the Ramada, is like an hour away from the hotel, so I didn't know where I was going. So I was awake during the whole shuttle bus ride because I didn't know where I was going, because it's been an hour since we were driving, and it's like, where are we going? So then after we got to the hotel, they disinfected our stuff with like some spray, and then we went inside the lobby with our stuff after they disinfected. And they had like these tables, so we had to do like paperwork for quarantine and also paying for the quarantine hotel. So my total, it was 1,450 USD. I did pay it in cash, and they were able to give you change. So if for some reason, like during the airport, you don't have time to get Korean won, they accept credit cards, USD cash. I think they also accept euros, and I think yen, if I remember correctly. So that won't be a huge concern. At least it wasn't for me. I kind of had so like the estimated cost of a hotel is between like 1,400 to 2,100. I had about that amount saved up just in case it was a little bit more. My friend that's already here, her hotel was actually 1,650. But hers was also closer to the airport, so that might be why a bigger difference in price. It was like $200 difference. And I'm also like in front of an amusement park, so I'm not sure why mine was like a little bit cheaper. And then, so when you give your money for the quarantine hotel, they'll take your COVID test. They did the throat swab, and then they also did the nose one. And then from there, you'll already be given your room card, and then you go up to your room. They do give you some snacks and food prior. Since the time that I got to my hotel here, it was like around 7:30. I think almost 8 o'clock. Wasn't until I actually looked at the time, settled in my room. So they gave you like snacks and food. So yeah, and that was pretty much the first night. And then they do provide meals 3 times a day at 8 o'clock, 12, and 6. And you can call for like more stuff. So like I've called a few times for more water, for more coffee, towels, because you don't have housekeeping. So you are in this room for 14 days by yourself. The only interaction you have with people is hearing the people put your food outside your door. You can't open the door. You can't even walk out of your door and just walk around the hall. You have to stay in your room all 14 days or you will get deported. I think the first few days was okay for me, and I feel like I didn't have much jet lag, so I think it was okay. But I also did watch a lot of videos prior to coming. I brought some food from the US because like the portion serving size is smaller. So if I'm hungry, I have snacks that I can snack on. I brought an electric pot. So here you'll see me roasting up some food in my cute little pot. Also, the biggest thing to bring is these converters. My friend told me about it, and you can just get them from Amazon. This one comes with a USB port, so like if you don't have like a outlet thing, you can just use that. It comes with like several adapters, so this is definitely a lifesaver because literally I can't use any of my stuff unless I have this. I can't even charge my computer unless I have this. Like this one is like a really easy one, so you just put it in there and boom, you just plug that into the wall and you're good. Did bring a controller to buy or to play my games, so highly recommend that. I would also bring like books if you're a reader. It gets pretty boring in here. The most that I've been doing is watching TV on there, and also right, speaking of TV, so definitely bring your own HDMI cable and make sure it's long. I'm glad I didn't, so I had to buy one. That's also something too that you're able to do. You can actually do delivery to the hotel. It depends on the hotel because some people weren't able to, and they throw away your packages. But this one, as long as it's not like restaurant food deliveries, then you're okay. If it's like snacks like ramen, chips, snacks, candy, that's fine. How you can like buy stuff online, I use Gmarket. That's like the only one, unfortunately, that uses bank cards that delivers really fast. Coupon is like the really well-known one, but it doesn't accept US bank cards. Gmarket does, so highly recommend that. Like I even bought laundry detergent, I bought the HDMI cable. Also used Trazy to buy my Korean SIM card prior, so definitely recommend getting your own SIM card. I got it from Trazy, and also on Trazy you can like buy like quarantine snack packages that they sell. This is like their quarantine snack packages. As you see, it's a lot, and I can't even eat all this by myself, so I'm gonna have leftovers for when I meet up with my friends that are here. I think at most it was like $30, and it was not bad, and it's like a variety of snacks. Like I've already eaten some of the stuff that I really liked already, and it was really fast. It was like within like the same week, I would say at most 3 days. So definitely recommend that. These cookies are so good. They're so good. I love these. Like I would actually buy them now. Yeah, so I think those are the bigger things I can think of. If you're coming to South Korea, definitely do your research and bring stuff to entertain yourself, because 14 days in this room is very, very boring. I was lucky that I have a really nice view. I have friends that did not have such a view. So as you see, I can see lots of green, and over there is where the amusement park is. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's like a Ferris wheel. Here is like the roller coaster, and there's a Ferris wheel over there. So I highly recommend bring things to entertain yourself. And self-persevere, because it can get really lonely. It can get really lonely, honestly. They do provide thermometers for you to measure your temperature every day, because you have to self-monitor. There's an app, the app that you have to download prior to going through immigration, all that. So yeah, so I'm excited for me to leave in a few days. I'll provide obviously more updates. So let me know what y'all think if you plan on coming to South Korea. I'm really excited. This is my first time here, so I'm like nervous and excited. I can't wait. So I'll see y'all on my last day 14, or I guess the night before I leave, so that would be Saturday.